Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. So last time we left off, we'd just gotten to grips with our new hub town, and now we're heading off to the Great Wood.
Take your time, eh? Not
Alright,
like we've got anything important to do.
I just helped a few people in your hideout,
There's
so
a good girl.
now we're heading off to find some contact or something. Hopefully we'll have a bit more action in this episode, because last time was a bit more laid back, especially compared to what came before it.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you that we're outlaws. Well, you want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital?
I mean,
Besides,
kinda.
What's wrong with a shortcut through nature's
Good experience.
splendor? You know,
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
we'll be back in Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it. That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
The hero's best friend Torgal has joined the party and will fight alongside Clive. Use left on the D-pad to toggle between item shortcuts and pet commands. The following three commands are available: Sick, Attack, Heal, Cast Cure on Clive, Ravage, launch an enemy into the air. The accessory known as the Ring of Timely Assistance removes the need for giving Torgal commands. When this item is equipped, Torgal will attack and heal automatically based on the current battle situation.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts.
I
Nothing a
mean,
trained assassin can't handle them.
wait, I'm a trained assassin.
Reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
I'm kind of up for giving Torgal commands. I don't mind a bit of pet management.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Or maybe they're not.
Kinda lost my rhythm there. There we go. Oh god. Brutal. Okay, just a random level up in the middle of combat.
We still have a way to go.
Oh, combat's over. But that's not foreshadowing of the final
What in
dungeon
good
boss.
Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
No. We are going to kill it.
Remember when I said there were deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts are much better.
And you only think to mention this now.
This game got a patch today. I was kind of hoping it would have been a stability patch or something, but doesn't seem to have been.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
I mean, I use fire. Plants should not be a problem for me.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
Take your time.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
Keep looking around for secrets, but it just doesn't seem like that kind of game, does it? I'm getting very Final Fantasy XIII corridor vibes from it.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't happen to be a friend of yours, does he?
Did he ever hear that my name was Wyvern? I'm pretty sure he came after that. Someone will remind me to level up. I keep forgetting. I feel like the katana is making this very easy. I wonder how long I'm gonna be able to use it until I get something better. I'm okay with speeding through the early fights though.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open. Well, it appears we won't be going this way.
Where'd he go?
I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
What is it, boy?
I mean, again, I can use fire. Why trust in your own animal instincts when you have an actual animal at your side? If you are lost, hold... But that is my animal instinct button. Whatever. But I suppose burning down the forest is not a good idea. Even though I just tried it.
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
Blindsided me. I hope that there's gonna be more to this combat going forward. Because it's basically just X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. B, X, Y, X, Y.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No.
Wait,
No, it doesn't.
I don't think I ever showed any sign that I didn't like the combat. Except for complaining about it, but I want to kill more things. Wait, is this the way I came from? No. Definitely not. There's item 6. Alright, boss time. Knew it.
That sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
Ow. I kind of want to work on that parry, but I don't know, the dodging still just seems a lot more reliable. And I don't know if this guy can even be parried, so I don't want to test it. I tested it, it didn't work. I wonder if I can be charging Burning Blade while using these. I can. Good to know.
Aye, someone's got the up. Where he stops, no one knows.
Well, I'm too slow as well. Hey!
Oh, he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
I say I don't mind managing pets, and I have yet to issue orders to Torgal.
Sick of Torgal.
Ow.
My wounds, boy. Not this time.
I mean, I'm never gonna have to use a potion again if Torgal can just heal me.
That'll help.
And he doesn't seem to have like an MP limit or even a cooldown, so I'm doing it again. I'm using magic burst during kill time. Fafnir. Well, that doesn't look very slain to me.
Oh, come on. Stand back.
So I take it he's the dominant of Ramu or something.
You're a dominant.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. Well, what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Eh?
So I'm a little confused still. Am I the dominant of fire? Because I still have, like, Phoenix as fire, right? Or does that just make me a bearer? Because I'm blessed by Phoenix, but I can't turn into it or something. I don't know. I'm not going to look at the active time lore to find out.
Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant of fire?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
It's half tempted to try and jump off that cliff, but I doubt it would let me.
Stay down!
Ah, is that area of effect? Because I don't feel like I did anything to these enemies. I see you. What am I locked onto? Oh, the bug. Get down. I kind of thought this dungeon would end once we killed Bafnir, but he died very early on. So we've still got a ways to go. So, was there another path?
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time.
It's just an ambush, but at least there was some kind of side path. Man, those level ups are really jarring. What happened to the good old days of 11 and 12 where just level up would appear over your head and a nice jingle would play? I mean, I'm maxed on potions, right? So every item I pick up is just going to waste. But maybe I'll find like a weapon or something. That looked like I did a lightning strike. Hey. think there's a dragon in here with me. Wait, how did I end up in the sky? Ow.
My wounds, boy.
Right, level up. Let's get this out of the way. Fine. There, now we know everything. What have we got to work with up here? Phoenix Shift, Scarlet Cyclone, Rising Flames, Heat Wave. Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame before launching several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified upon dispelling magic. Okay, so it's like a ranged counter. Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames, while also potentially restoring Clive's HP. Okay, how can you tell me I am not the dominant of fire? Oh wow, that takes a lot. How do I equip Heat Wave then? Okay, so I can only have 2 abilities. Spin quickly, creating a ring of fire that burns all enemies. Summon a fiery wing that deals damage. I don't feel like I really need a ranged counter, right? So I think we'll just stick with this for now.
Quiet.
Damage is king, after all.
The Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
That woman.
Benedikta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
So did Benedikta leave?
Let's get this over with then.
Does she not hear this commotion?
Well, at least they're not giant lizards.
I'll lead me on the wind!
Ah! Kick me.
A little help. Not this time.
Ow, I couldn't see because of Sid.
Torgal. You know what to do, Billy.
Stop it. I keep using magic bursts. Brain needs to be rewired. Oh. Is this guy supposed to be important? Cinematic Clash. When the screen flashes orange like this during a pivotal moment in battle, repeatedly tap X to fend off the attack. Oh, so this is actually a guy. Thought he was just a random soldier. Oh, hey, I got the parry. And I didn't make at all good use of it. Again.
Not this time.
I'm very tempted to find out what happens if I just do nothing, but I'm not gonna. Oh, that got an accessory.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part.
Exactly.
Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar.
And there were witnesses.
Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lost Swing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
I mean, they could have just been killed by wolves. Stage replay and arcade mode. Stage replay and arcade mode are now available in the Hideaway's Arete Stone. Enter the virtual battlescape for details on each of the new options. Alright, well that went smoothly. Wasn't much of a boss, but oh well. So, I've got a question. Who are the 8 icons then? So we've got Phoenix for fire. We've got Ramu now. That looks like Ramu, it's purple. We've seen Titan. Shiva. How many is that? Ramu, Titan, Shiva, Phoenix. 4. So who are the other 4? I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, wait, did we say Titan? Yes, we did say Titan. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So let's head into the Orabel Downs and see what's happening.
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
So there's an airship, and we have a Cid. These two things usually coincide. The tuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and local map. Clive need only approach the obelisk to attune to it.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
That's what the tutorial says. Wait. Oh my god. Pet toggle option. Oh. Close enough. Why would I need a map to follow the linear path? Oh, it's not linear anymore.
That's enough.
Why do I keep thinking I can break things? I swear pressing left stick used to be to sprint, right?
Figures up
But
ahead.
now it just seems to do it automatically
Are they
after a
friends or
bit of
foes?
time. I mean, there's a big area to explore now, but why would I explore it? Is there actually anything to find? Ooh, what's that? I imagine there's going to be a reason to launch enemies into the air later, but right now that doesn't seem to do me any favors. See, I keep hearing growling, but I think it's just Torgal. I tried to jump onto the roof, then I realized Clive has a pretty human jump. Well, obviously not friend, but we have the ambush.
Not another. Stay down.
Ow. The enemies are very rude in this game, constantly blindsiding me.
Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Well, these are the questions you should have asked before Sid left. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, the scout.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
Okay, so I guess those just activate on their own.
That sounds like a child. It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
I mean, we do have a dog. He can sniff out survivors. Is it even worth looking around here? Drinks, meat. They don't have any prices. What am I stuck on? Oh. I mean, I'm not going to bother exploring too much unless there are actually, you know, weapons to find and stuff. But so far I haven't seen any evidence of that. It's all just potions. And crafting materials. I can farm those in my own time.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
The toilet. It's weird that Sid found the people first. Usually in these kind of situations, you find them first. Also, were those the kids' parents? Or have we just given up on that situation?
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word.
Gentlemen, a toast!
Will you join me? My thanks.
To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
Don't mind me.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
So I'm fairly certain at this point we're not on her side. And I'm starting to think she's Garuda. So they do summon it? Or did she transform?
Where did?
No, yeah, so they summon the... So what was up with Joshua then? This is all very confusing. Oh, it's not Garuda.
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does,
Ow.
Sid has some explaining to do.
Too slow.
tried to parry it. It was a mistake. The parry's not very good. Definitely more of a dodge game. I'm okay.
Better be on your way, Sid.
Man, I killed her quick. It's the katana. It's carrying me. Oh yeah, I got new accessories. I should probably remember to equip those.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedikta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm brace for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago. I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me, and I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
What can I do now that I couldn't do 13 years ago? You know, other than use the spin attack.
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
So they mentioned Bahamut. Is that one of the 8? So that puts us up to 6 now. Titan, Shiva, Garuda, Phoenix, Ramu, Bahamut. So still 2 more.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Canovant.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
As the story progresses, new weapons and items will become available at the Hideaway's trading post, Charon's Toll, as will new forging recipes at the Black Hammer.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
So is this going to become a new hideaway? Looks like it.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
I don't want to spend money. Especially when I don't know what is worth spending on yet. 40k! Alright, let's see if we've got anything to sell. I remember a gill bug. Where's that? Oh, I saw it. Valuable, can be traded for gill. Only 200. I mean, if it's its only purpose.
What we agreed on.
Crafting. Valuable, can be traded for gill.
Yeah, that'll fetch a good price.
Crafting. Well, that certainly wasn't 40k.
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Okay, who am I looking for?
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Was there a... Oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. Was there a blacksmith in town? Maybe it's one of these things, and I'll unlock it by talking to them.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Well, that certainly wasn't a blacksmith. I don't see any side quests either, so I'm starting to think maybe this isn't a new hub town.
Ah, Master Quentin took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
I saw that glinting crystal and I keep thinking it's items.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon he has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Oh, the child.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
Pretty sure I didn't do anything.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
I mean, a barricade can be kind of useful. Maybe leave it up. Especially when your village is getting attacked.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south, then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Yep, still no blacksmith, still no side quests. I guess it's time to move on.
Come back to me, my darling. I can't bear another night without you.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
I was kind of expecting that village to just lead to the world map and we'd move on from there, but I guess that was still in the dungeon.
Wrong way, friend. The village is behind.
Told you.
Man, these ones are tankier than the ones before.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
Stay down. It's over.
Couldn't tell if that was Sid or the enemy boiling that lightning. I think it might have been this guy, actually.
I'll tell your lady, you try.
Wait, what? What's this? Ooh, a treasure chest. With crafting materials in it. Here I was hoping for something actually interesting. What was the point of coming over here?
Normans. Hard nut to crack, even when it isn't crawling with Royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
Oh god, hi. That one actually surprised me a little bit. It threw off my timing for a second there. See, it's on the ground, but I can't do a... There we go. You still fighting back there? Gonna move on, Sid. There's no way it's expecting me to take on that castle.
I enjoy battering down the front door. I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts?
We've had this conversation already.
If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are.
Like he said in the last dungeon.
Our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
Alright, so if it sends me into this dungeon without sending me back to the world map first or something, I'll probably call it a day there and we'll do the dungeon next time.
So, tell me about this Benedikta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
Ah, there we go. Just as I had hoped. So that will be a good enough stopping point for today. So next time we'll be taking on Caer Norvent. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.